Hey everybody, day 5 of the Daily Yoga Flow, Professor Flows for the Anti-Bitch Challenge. Again, the Anti-Bitch Challenge is we're picking a task and we're doing it every single day. It's going to be, for me, writing and recording a yoga flow, and the second part, and uploading it. And the second part is going to be 20 minutes of laughter practice. Active non-verbal, actions not words. Today, finished the workout. It's bright and early. Going to be uploading this a lot earlier than the day. I appreciate everybody that's been looking at the videos. It's quite surprising. You know, numbers are numbers. I appreciate anyone taking the time to sit and flow. So coming from this workout today, I'm going to make it a point to have it more of a cool down or warm up depending on how you're feeling in the space right now. So let's take a second to arrive on the mat. Again, thank you for everybody that's been participating. I'm going to be a lot more methodical and intentional with getting right into our poses, right into our breath. Let's sit and settle on the mat. As of recording right now, it is around 7:34 a.m. on the East Coast. So bright and early after the initial early HIIT workout that I've done. So let's relax our shoulders. Exhale out. Filling the body up with air. Today, we'd like to focus on our sense of self with doing less. I'm beginning to fast for a couple of days. Reinvigorating my mind, body, and spirit. It's not always recommended to do things fasted, but if you can, by all means, go for it. A couple more breaths. Relaxing the shoulders, sitting tall. I'm going to go immediately into the tabletop for a quick second. Arrive here, wrist underneath our shoulders, shoulder width apart, hips, knees are hip width apart. We're going to push back into downward facing dog. Immediately getting into our resting pose, working to get our hips down, our hips towards the sky, pushing our heels down energetically. Relax the head. Let the head be relaxed and heavy. Pushing from the index finger and our thumbs to ensure that our body is balanced with equal distribution. So we're imagining a string pulling us up into the air. We're at downward facing dog. Pedal out. I should begin to get warmed up. Come into a plank for a second. Lower the knees. Come back to tabletop. We're going to push back up again for another downward facing dog. Feel the difference between the two body parts. From the first dog and the second dog. We're going to gently step our right foot forward in between our hands, drop our back knee down, come up into a runner's lunge. So runner's lunge, we can have our hands on the mat, fingertips making tent, and our chest proud. Pushing from our bottom toes as well, really working our hips, our pelvis square. We'll bring our feet back to meet the other one in plank, or drop the knees if this is too much. Push back into downward facing dog. Be here for a breath. We'll bring our left leg through our hands for runner's lunge. Again, tenting the hands, tall, proud chest. Rotates working from the hips. Getting our body warmed up, nice and warmed up. You can rock back and forth. If that's something that you want to get more active movement into our pose. Plant our feet, our hands and feet. Come back in the downward facing dog again. Roll forward into plank with control. We'll gently lower ourselves down to the mat. Pushing our elbows back, making sure that they're not flaring. And we'll come back and push into child's pose. After that lunge. So again, child's pose, you are working to get your hips towards your ankles. You can have your arms in front of you, planted as you would the downward dog, and pushing straight back from a grounded sense of self. Or also feel free to bring your arms behind you to the side, but just make sure you let your head relax. Breathe in everything from your day. Exhale out everything from your day. This is the time to be one with you in the practice on the mat. On an inhale, we'll rise back up to tabletop. Feeling ourselves aligned. And on an exhale, we'll go back into downward facing dog again. Feeling the differences between these three dogs that you've done so far. Let's lower our knees to tabletop again. Really working our hips back and forth. We're going to step our left foot forward, keeping our right palm planted. We're going to turn our body up towards the sky with our left hand up in the air. Make sure to keep it within its socket. Not falling back too far here, not too far out but collapse, but a single straight line. If you want more, you can push your right leg back, but you're simply pushing from here, opening up from the chest and the hips. Please breathe. We'll be here for 5 breaths. Work to keep your arms straight, not necessarily locked out. We're going to exhale our left arm down to the mat. And for prosperity, let's bring our right hand up before we switch sides, just to feel the differences between those two. Going to exhale our hand down. Push back into child's pose for a brief second to reset. Stay here for inhale and exhale. Inhale up to tabletop. We'll bring our right foot to the outside of our right hand. We will turn and face our right knee, keeping our arm within the socket. Again, not pushing back too far, staying crunched in, but working to rotate here. This might be more accessible to you, rotating from the hips. And if you can, add the arm. If you would like more, you're welcome to push the left leg back energetically with the hips, and you'll feel that activation within your hip flexors, your psoas, which conventional wisdom says holds the trauma in our body. A lot of the work can be somatic exercises and work that we're working through. But let's hang out and breathe. Find the ease in the pose. Let's exhale our right hand down to the mat. And we'll inhale our left hand up into the sky. Be here for a second just to feel the prosperity of the differences and balancing it out. Exhale it down. And come back into tabletop. Child's pose position. Child's pose. Feel the differences between the two. Come up on the tabletop. We'll work our way for some cat-cows. Strong foundation. Wrists underneath our shoulders. Hands shoulder width apart. Making sure to get the turtle head out of the shell. Eyes up. And then for cat, rounding the middle part of our spine. Pushing. Again, can work to get those elbow creases towards the front of the mat. Making sure that you're engaged from your abdomen and having a strong foundation from your hands and your feet. We'll be here for a couple of breaths. Nice gentle cool down or warm up. You can rock your hips. Make this early morning cat-cow pose yours. Come back. Just to relax and reset for a second. We'll find a seat. Find a seat for a seated forward bend pose. Paschimottanasana. We will bring our hands, our feet straight in front of us. Inhale our arms out to our side. Inhale them up into the air. And exhale. And as always, wherever your hands fall is where they are for the day. You always want to make sure that you're not overtraining, straining, trying to get all of that. You want to think about ease. How can you do more with a little less? We all have imperfections. We all have things that we're working for. But it's about the practice and how you show up in the mat. So let's inhale in. And breathe. Folding like a hinge. Relax your head. Maybe exhale. See if you can relax a little bit more, sink into the pose a little bit more, stay with the breath a little bit more. Step our feet out wide. We might come off of the mat. Inhale our arms up. And with a long side body, it's not necessarily the importance of getting over towards our foot, but making sure that our body is nice and tall in the line, strong sit bones, as in we don't want our hips to rise up off the ground, but staying grounded. Inhale up, reach over towards your flexed foot, flexed point, flexed point. Flex your feet, rotate over. Staying connected with the breath. Opening the chest. On every exhale, energetically pushing up. We're going to inhale up, reset, and exhale, folding over. Again, making sure to keep a nice, tall, long side body as we flex our feet. can touch the foot if that's accessible to you. It might be here. The main impetus is opening up. Nice side body. A lot of times people can be very tight in their shoulders, so they collapse their arms to, try to get the shape of the pose, but allow the breath to lead. Always allow the breath to lead. Okay, we'll come into the middle. Inhaling up. We'll exhale, fold forward, flexing our feet, keeping them engaged, and moving forward like a hinge. Be here for about a couple breaths. Inhale up to the middle. Bring our feet together. We will find our mat with our back and our head. Bring our right knee up and gently clasp it. And rotate our right knee over to our left side, opening up our lower back. Being gentle here, keeping your shoulders grounded on the mat, keeping your head grounded on the mat. Wherever your leg might fall is where your leg might fall, so you don't necessarily want to force it and compromise the integrity of your shoulders. You can get a foam roller, yoga blocks, and allow these things to structurally support you. Your foundation. Again, where can you do less, a little less? Breathing into our side body and our shoulders. Opening up from the middle. Okay. Exhale to neutral. Straighten up our right leg. Feel the difference between the two sides. On an inhale, we're going to bring our left knee towards our chest. And exhale, rotate it over, keeping our shoulders grounded, glued. I would say attached, but not really, but you get the gist. I'll bring my foam roller to this side, a lot tighter on this side. Alignment is key here. Keeping the shoulder grounded and breathing from the hips. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Felt an adjustment. Exhale our way to neutral. Hold it, exhale it down. Feel free to clasp your hands over your head for a nice laying down Tadasana, palm tree pose. If your lower back is a little aggravated, you can tighten up your butt cheeks, tighten up your glutes, keep that activation in. And release your arms down to your side as we get ready for corpse pose Shavasana. Let your arms go where they lay. Arms up for more receptivity. down for more grounded. Arms anywhere to be where you want them to be. Feeling some ideas. Common shared. The only responsibility here is to simply be. Begin to come back into our body. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Keeping the eyes closed. Taking the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Allow the air to breathe. Roll over to a side. Push up. Nice tall seat. Roll the shoulders back. Today we're going to end with a couple rounds of Om to balance out our nervous system as we begin to either go throughout our day or to cool down from it. Meet you at the bottom part of the exhale. Thank you for taking time to practice with me. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter /X at Professor Knows. Always happy to share the practice of doing things to help ourselves get connected with our sense of body and self. This is day 5, and I'm very, very, very grateful for anyone that's spending the time to watch, follow along, and hopefully do something to help be them better. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Any questions, comments, snide remarks? They're all welcome. Thanks for joining. Namaste.